Nadya Suleman, the mother of the California octuplets, had so many babies because she's obsessive compulsive. So says her mother in an exclusive interview where she also told me that the fertility doctor should share a bulk of the blame. How much responsibility does the doctor have in this?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, he shouldn't have done it. But he's a doctor. When he's asked to do something, I guess he doesn't refuse. So the doctor actually called and wanted to talk to Nadya. And then when I realized that was her doctor, I pleaded with him, please don't do this anymore. And he promised.
He promised
Fell
you?
on deaf ears, yes.
What did he say?
Yes, I realize that, you know, she shouldn't have that many. She's a single mother, and he'll not do it anymore. And yet, next year she had another one, and another one.
And now 8 more.
Yeah.
At what point did you say, stop having babies?
I told her she needed to stop because I wouldn't be able to help her because there was not enough room in the house. And for some reason, she couldn't. I guess that's what happens when a person is obsessive compulsive.
What would she say to your objections?
She said that she'll take care of it and she won't have any more. And then you see that she is pregnant again and again.
Is she sick?
She doesn't seem sick. She was brilliant in her studies. But as far as everyday life is concerned, she is just not really thinking things through sometimes.
You blame yourself?
I did, but then I thought, you know, what could I have done different? I was a loving mother, and she had a loving father, so I don't know.
When did this start, this obsession with children?
When she was a teenager.
What do you remember?
I remember that she always, you know, loved to be around children. She loved to talk about having a large family. Then when she was older, she finally realized she could not have children the regular route. So she did start having in vitro.
Did you support her, having a child as a single mother?
I was really from a different school. I was brought up differently, very strict. But I wanted to be, you know, supportive because once it was done, you know, you can't undo it.
In other countries, there are limits as to the number of embryos that doctors can implant. Do you hope that a change of the laws comes about from your daughter's case?
I hope so. There should be maybe a law to forbid a doctor to do this. However, she said she didn't want these embryos killed, you know, done away with. So those were her children, and she wanted to try and just use the rest.
Let's talk about the others. How are they? What is their feeling about the new babies?
Well, they were actually asked, and they said they didn't want them.
They said they didn't want them.
They didn't want them.
Why?
You know, they're pretty smart, and maybe they thought they would not get the attention that they really deserve.
Is that a concern for you?
Yes, but as long as I'm able, I'm going to help out.
Is it the 6 kids, you and Nadya, in the house?
Yes, but their grandfather is also helping out right now.
And what about Nadya?
Nadya's not working right now. She gets some disability. She was getting disability because she was injured on her job, but that's also gone.
So now she has no money. You
have very limited amount.
And now you have 8 more.
Yeah.
What will you do?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought about that yet, but I hope something will come up because lots of neighbors have been very generous and nice.
Does she realize the huge responsibility this is?
I'm sure she's realizing it more and more.
Is there any sense of remorse from her?
I didn't hear it because those babies are here now and it's too late really to have remorse, but she loves children. What can I say? She probably should have been a teacher like I was.
Have you been surprised by the hate mail and the death threats?
Yes, it was kind of scary.
What was the scariest thing you read?
What should happen to her, how she should be hacked up, etc. You know, this is a mother who's trying to take care of her children, and she's a loving mother, so I don't think she should anything should happen to her, heaven forbid, you know, because then who's going to take care of all these children?
If you could speak directly to the people who are tormenting you and your daughter, what would you say to them?
Please stop it. You know, there's no reason to do this because it's not necessary. She is going to, you know, she's going to have a tough life with all these children. She's going to be punished. She believes in God, so, you know, God is going to take care of all this.
How do you think she will be punished?
Well, can you imagine to be a single mother and having 14 children? It's a horrendous job. And when she wants to do a good job, and she's been doing a good job, it's going to be very difficult, to say the least.
And coming up tomorrow, Nadya Suleman talks to me about the sperm donor who fathered all 14 of her daughter's children. And she talks about her daughter's reported obsession with emulating and looking like Angelina Jolie.